So I want to say a few words about our Pure Dhamma retreats that we conduct 4 times a year in central Germany, about 40 minutes outside Frankfurt. These retreats are conducted with love and generosity of spirit, but they are demanding. We follow the training that I received with my own teacher as both a layman and a monk during the 22 years of our relationship. This, of course, for me is a blessed relationship. And I teach on his instruction, his direct instruction to me. And when I resisted, he said, but I don't ask you for you, I ask you for the people that you will come into contact with, so they too can receive Dhamma in the way you have received it. So with such an instruction as that, how can I refuse? So the whole movement of our Dhamma practice and our Dhamma sharing through the retreats is to impart this beautiful teaching of love and compassion and joy and awareness leading to wisdom. So our retreats are, whether they are 3 days, 5 days, 7 days or 10 days, they are conducted with a joyful spirit, but nevertheless the people that come have to be serious about the practice that we're doing. So they are disciplined, but of course we're not walking around with sticks to beat you, but to encourage you not to miss the moment of practice. When it's time to sit, we should sit. When it's time to walk, we should walk. When it's time to rest, we should rest. If we follow the routine, and the whole routine is the period of the retreat is in sitting and walking, Vipassana practice. Of course, there is full instruction and private interviews and contact with the teacher, of course. The 4 principal rules are that there is to be no speaking, so it's a silent retreat. You can speak to me, you can speak to the Pure Dhamma team if you need anything, and we are there to support you and take care of you. But with each other, we consider silence to be the perfect environment for the arising of awareness and more, let's say, concentration or focusing of the mind. So whether we are sitting, standing, walking or lying down, this practice can continue. But in the Dhamma hall we sit, and we sit silently, we take a posture that's comfortable for us, and we then do the best we can. And the same with the walking. The walking meditation is an integral part of the retreat. It's not just a chance to go outside and have a cigarette. This is certainly not encouraged. So the 4 principal rules are, the first one, not to speak to each other. The second one is not to look at each other, not to let your eyes wander around to see what everyone else is doing. We are each there for ourselves, and our attention goes inside rather than outside. Comparison, when you look at someone and you think, well, they're walking better than me or they're sitting better than me, is not useful for you at all. You are here for you. And the person that you need to focus on is yourself. This mind that arises and passes away and brings you to a place of jealousy or further determination to do the best you can. The next rule is no reading. And then the one after that is no writing. So these are really just rules to keep the mind as still as possible without continually filling it with further information that is not useful for you on the retreat. And of course, these last 2 rules include the use of tablets and smartphones. But that we surrender into the practice. We allow everything to become as still as possible so that we can meet, we can see, we can understand, and we can accept the architect of our life, which is not our wife or our husband or our partner. It's not our boss at work. It's not the government. It's just ourselves. And it's ourselves by a habit of grasping or rejecting the different moments of mind. So our Vipassana retreats are really to look at that. To sit as well as we can, to walk as well as we can. The retreat centre that we use is a very lovely centre. And our groups are usually quite small, and certainly not more than 20 people. So there is a level of intimacy that you may not find with bigger groups. So the accommodation is simple and comfortable. The food is, there are 3 vegan meals, fully vegan meals every day. This is not a question you have to ask. All the food is vegan. And this is how we train. This is the way I trained as a monk and a layman for all those years. And so the opportunity of the retreat for me is to share this training with others so that they too can benefit as I have benefited. So we invite you to come along, but with the understanding of it's not 3, 5, 7 or 10 days of relaxation, but it's 3, 5, 7 or 10 days of a work that is so important for us. It is said that when one more person turns to Vipassana and Dhamma practice, the whole world benefits, because it's one more person not just making themselves the center of their own universe, but understanding the karmic forces, the movements in life that keep them continually facing in the same direction. This is such a beautiful practice. When the Buddha was asked, when people come to you to train, what do you do? The Buddha said, I tell them what they should do. And the questioner continued, he said, but what if they don't do that? And the Buddha said, well, then I tell them what they should not do. And the questioner continued, and he said, and if they don't do that? And the Buddha said, then they have to leave, because they're not ready for this Dhamma training. And this is our principle at Pure Dhamma. So I offer this to you for your reflection and your consideration. And may you all be well and happy. And I thank you.